Hi there, Saggy fam, fellow Saggies, fellow Phoenixes. Welcome to Whimsy Intuitive Tarot, and this is your tarot snack. It might turn out to be dinner, a movie, drinks, and dessert as well, because the readings have been rather long. Poor Libra, it's like 40 minutes. I don't know. There's just, I've been gone for a bit. I had a sabbatical of swords, so to speak. You know, I strongly feel that I'm not sitting here from a place of, you know, wisdom and giving you advice. I am in this with you, okay? I am learning things and I am telling you what I'm learning in real time. So, you know, I mean, if you want, you know, the oracle on the hill, the Southern Oracle, or if you want, you know, a guru, I'm not your person. I'm right here in the trenches fighting with you, fam. So, I'll tell you what I learned. I learned to cut away energetic connections that no longer serve me. And suddenly, there was clarity, right? There's an intention. It's kind of a meditation. I'll put it in the description box, the one I used. But yeah, it's setting the intentions to let go of energetic connections that no longer serve you. What are those connections? What could they be? They can be anything, but just for the sake of clarity, we're going to stick with people, jobs, your first job. You might have learned a lot, but you're not working it still, so you really don't need that connection. It could be, you know, your first grade best friend. It's likely that you don't talk to that person anymore, if at all. It could be a college roommate. It could be a high school baseball coach. I don't know. It could be, just a person that you don't need in your life, but there's still energy leaving you through this connection, this cord. It's still affecting you energetically, and maybe it's clouding your vision about what to do next. And we're in a time of massive change, massive metamorphosis, massive rebirth, shedding old skin. And there are just things and people you don't need to take into the future with you. As a matter of fact, they can be holding you down. They can be sapping your energy. So, yeah. I did this meditation on January 1st, and I did it again around the 14th. And man, after that, you know, I had a little emotional upheaval, and then everything smoothed out, and I was back on the path. Spirit said, no, get out of your head. Get rid of those connections that don't serve you. This is what it is. I've been telling you, this is what it is. Pocat got very upset because I yelled. It's okay, Pocat. I hear you, Pocat. Po baby. Fuzzy bear. All right, go lay down. Yeah, go lay down. Thank you. Pocat lives in the library. I'm recording in the library now. It's a little more quiet, but it has doors I can close. So anyway, this is kind of Poe's room. Anyway, Poe's been hermiting since this summer, and she used to be all skinny and tiny and weak and nervous, and now she's all fluffy and fat. I'm telling you, hermiting works. I don't know who needs to hear that, but it's true. So what I'm going to do is we're going to talk about energy vampires. Whatever related message Spirit has for you about energy vampires and clarity, and cutting all these old connections off. Okay, so that's where we're going. So I'm going to start with the wizards and clarify with the Golden Art Nouveau, and then of course we will get some advice from the wisdom of the wild things. So let's get started. Let's get to shuffling. Alrighty, because when I shuffle I can do my spiel. Remember that I cannot predict free will. As I've said in the other readings, I could not predict that Friday night some asshole would bust a beer bottle at the end of my driveway and make a big mess with a bunch of glass. That was free will. Some stranger, hopefully it was a stranger's free will, is going to cause me to have to go out there and pick up a bunch of glass out of gravel, so it doesn't get in my dog's feet and my family's tires, and you know. But that's the point. The point is, other people's decisions, you know, they affect you, whether you know them or not. So, take what speaks to you and leave the rest. This reading might not be for you. There might just be one little pebble of wisdom that I can impart to you, that you were supposed to hear. Man, that happened to me after I got clarity, after clearing out these connections that I didn't need anymore. I've got, man, renewed will and inspiration, and I've had another epiphany, you know. I've had confirmation from Spirit of the things that I thought, but I just couldn't quite believe them because I've never experienced them before. That's how our brains work, right? And cutting those old energies out, it's confirmed what, you know, the messages I've been getting, right? Because I keep getting in my swords. I keep doubting. And because there's no evidence, right? just my intuition. Just my intuition poking me and telling me, no, it's this. It's this right here. I now offer limited number of private readings per month. Email me for details, affiliate links, and to the decks I use, and my Amazon wish list, and links and info and anything you need is in the description box below, along with it's kind of a meditation, but it's more like guided intention setting. Link to the video in the description box below that can help you accomplish this, getting rid of your energy vampires. Donations are always gratefully accepted. If you feel this reading helped you, please like, share, and subscribe, and set the notification bell, because when I do go live, I do free, full-length personal readings, and we don't stop until Spirit says we stop. So sometimes they're 15 minutes, sometimes they're half an hour. I can really only do 12 in 4 hours in a 4-hour live stream. And you get to hang out with me and my awesome mods. So, it takes more than just showing up to be a moderator for me on my channel. We're all in this together. So, let me get some wax on my fingers so I can, deal properly. Alrighty. Tell me what my fellow Saggies need to know this week. Tell me. What do you want to say to my fellow Saggies? And me. I'm part of the fellow Saggies. I'm part of the collective. Come on. Aha! Page of Swords. Maybe communication. Let's get another. They've all been long. Normally I keep the snacks short, but I just couldn't do it this time. reciprocal give and take, and a Page of Wands. 6 of Pentacles and a Page of Wands. What's on the bottom? The Hanged Man, backed by Temperance, the King of Swords, the Lovers, the Magician, the Chariot, yeah, and the 10 of Cups, and the Queen of... Holy cow. Okay, so the Hanged Man is just trying to get perspective. He's just trying to get clarity. He's trying to figure out how to see something. Yeah? But he could be Hanged Man because he's got all these energetic connections making demands on him. Yeah? And behind all this, when you reach clarity, see, the sun can barely get through here. If you can see that on this card, the sun's trying to shine through, but barely. It's just barely. Enlightenment, you need more sun to get actual enlightenment, right? But behind that, Temperance, balance, also the Sagittarius card, right? This is an infinity symbol, but to me, it's today, right now, it's kind of a yin and yang, right? You've got the King of Swords, truth, and a personal philosophy, quality thinking, putting your truth out there, okay? In a partnership, the Lovers. Scorpio had the Lovers, I think. And the Magician, that's also, knowing which tools are at your disposal and how to use them. Yeah. The Chariot, something's incoming. Yeah. Some kind of truth. There's something that's been hidden, right? And it has to do with your 10 of Cups, your rainbow unicorn fairy Disney princess Delulu. The fairy tale. And the Queen of Swords. So that's an inner truth. So you have the divine couple here. You have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, right? Yeah. So this could be a soulmate connection. It could be, knowing your inner truth and not being afraid to put it out in the world. Yeah. And the Hermit. And there's the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. And out in the cold, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're waffling. You don't know which things are going to bring you. You're either going to get the 9 of Pentacles or you're going to get the 5 of Pentacles out in the cold. You just don't know which one. And then on the, 9 of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, I can just keep going. But, the farther back in the deck you go, the weaker and the farther in the past the influence is. Or the farther in the future, depending on, just whatever. Don't worry, my guides know how I read, so they know how to show me what cards. Yeah, so what was on... Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the Lovers on top. Just because. All right. The 6 of Pentacles, reciprocal give and take. There's a connection that will offer you this, right? There's a connection that's already attached to you. An energetic connection that gives as much as it takes. It gives back as much as you give to it. That's the 6 of Pentacles. And maybe you're waiting for it to jump into motion. You're waiting to hear about it from the energy. There's something to communicate, and maybe that's what you're not seeing, the communication, because you need to cut away all this crap just sucking your cup dry. All this old crap. Remember I talk about, everybody talks about, leaving behind things that no longer serve you. That includes energetic connections. Okay? The Page of Swords isn't overthinking. This is quality thinking, right? This is beginning to understand your personal philosophy. Yeah? This is a new way of thinking coming in. So, I'm going to clarify. Let's see, how long have... Okay, 15 minutes. These readings have been really long. I'm sorry, but I've been gone a long time. Apparently, I haven't spoken to any adults. So, I'm pretty chatty. I am kind of the Page of Swords right now. Okay, so, I cannot predict free will. Only the energy. Hierophant. Interesting. I'm just trying to shuffle here, Spirit. Just give me a minute. Three of Wands. Okay. I now offer a limited number of private readings per month. Email me for details, affiliate links. Well, all the information you need is in the description box below. I can't remember if I've said this already. So, everything's in the description box below. Check the description box. I highly recommend. Donations are always appreciated. If you feel this reading helps you, please like, share, subscribe, and set the bell notifications, because when I go live and do full readings for the first 12 people who get in the list, you're going to want to know when that happens. And unfortunately, I don't always know when I'm going to do that, so scheduling that seems to be problematic. The slots go fast. Take what speaks to you, leave the rest behind. It could be that there's just one little grain of wisdom in here that speaks to you that you needed to hear. And if the rest of it doesn't sound right, it's probably not for you, because your intuition is speaking, right? Your intuition is speaking. All right, Spirit, why the Six of Pentacles? Why is the Six of Pentacles here, please? Why the Six of... Thank you. Ace of Wands. Intuition, intuition, intuition. Passion, fire, new beginning. All right, why the Ace? Or yeah, why the Ace of Wands? The Two of Wands. All right. Again, it's saying listen to your intuition. Listen to what you've learned. Strength on the bottom, backed by the Moon. Judgment. Yeah. Stop fighting your intuition. See this guy? He's got this wand, or this stave, and he's fighting all the other staves, all the intuition. So he's got a little bit of idea, but he doesn't want any more of it, right? A new path with the Empress after a Tower. Maybe you are the Empress. Maybe the Tower made you an Empress. I don't know who I'm reading for. Could be a cross-watcher. Who knows? I never say that, but maybe. Popped into my head, so I'm going to say it. Let's see. Well, I mean, this is the Hierophant and the Three of Wands. I think you're ready to move forward. I think you've learned your lessons. I think you just have to clarify what your lessons are. And that means getting rid of the static, getting rid of the background noise, getting rid of, you know, the backing track. I don't know why I said that. Maybe that resonates with somebody. Because you're ready for these ideas, these new ideas. Maybe they're just baby ideas. You know? And as for the Six of Pentacles, you know, your intuition is poking you. It's poking you. I got this with Scorpio too. I think yours is a little bit more balanced yet. Emotionally, I don't know. But you got the 1, 2, and the 3 of Wands here. And that is a process, right? You find the thing you're passionate about. You make a plan and a map to go after it or to start doing it. And then you put out your test balloon, right? Maybe you're just waiting on some kind of communication. You're waiting for somebody to get up the courage. I don't know. Because, yeah, something is being kept from you. You don't know what's going on. But whatever it is, it's divine inspired. It's put in motion by spirit. This is, you know, big things. You got big things coming up. Stop fighting them. Big, beautiful things. Time to move on. Time to get ready for all of your, you know, new experiences. And Saggies, we are all about, like, adventure, right? This is your new adventure starting. Maybe, you know, when it starts to come in, go a little slow because you don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss a thing. Aerosmith, pop in my head. Yeah, all this stuff coming in, but there's still something hidden. You got the moon over here, and you've got the 7 of Swords. Somebody needs to come tell you their truth. Oi, oi. So, yeah, that's what kick-starts the chariot. That's what cracks the whip, man. Gets those little dragons a-flying. There's a lot of healing in this. I mean, the Magician. When you're healed, you know, you get full mastery of all your tools, right? For your journey. With someone else. Clearly this is someone else. Or something else. Yes, I know. It could be a career. These are energies we're talking about, right? We don't know what the energies are going to embody. But don't worry when you do this meditation, because you cannot cut an energetic bond that you still need. Right? You can only get rid of the ones that don't serve you anymore. I cut the bond with my poor ex because there's nothing more I can do to help him. Nothing more. And he won't feel that. I thought for a long time I wasn't ready to cut that bond because I didn't want to abandon him because he has no one else. But there's nothing more. Whatever happens with him is not my path. Our contract is complete. Or very near. So, I don't have to worry about me cutting that energetic connection. Because if I need it later, we'll just reform it. You know, our contract was done, at least for now. And so, that energetic cord is not serving me anymore. Matter of fact, it just makes me grieve. So, and I'm not supposed to be grieving anymore. At least not as much, because I have a job to do. I have a 3 of Wands that I gotta do, right? All right, let's get some advice from the monsters. Advice for my fellow Saggies, please. Thank you. Alchemize pain. Well, yeah. I think I was just saying that, wasn't I? You know, you learn your lessons and you turn that pain into something you can use. right? You create a personal philosophy to help you down your path. I don't know if I've said this in this reading yet, in this particular one, but every philosopher you've ever heard of, ever met, Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Sartre, any religious philosophy, that has all grown out of someone having a tower or a bunch of towers and having their world come crashing down and being forced to go into darkness, to hermit, to hangman, and to do the shadow work and to cut the cords and to figure out how they can proceed on their path. And then they share it with people. That's all philosophy is. So you need a personal philosophy to get down your path. And to do that, you have to alchemize pain. You take your pain and you turn it into something you can use. It's the difference between overthinking and quality thinking. Now, I have no evidence in here that you are doing any overthinking, so good for you. Good for you. Sometimes it's hard. I mean, yeah, I was in my freaking swords. I was overthinking and I was worrying and I was afraid and I was full of despair. And then I cut those cords and the ones that I needed are still there. And that's where I got clarity. Because the cords that are still there, that's my path. Right? It was freaking amazing. And I can hear my intuition again. I can hear my spirit guides and see the messages they're sending me again. So let's see what the book says about alchemized pain. Okay. Pain happens. It sinks us beneath the surface of life into the watery abyss of agony. We have no control over it when it arrives or how long it stays. But we can influence how much suffering it leaves in its wake. We cut the cords, fam. When we hold on to the injustice of pain, it can turn into suffering. Release the pain through the healing power of creativity. Sing your sorrow, dance your turmoil, alchemize your hurt into art. When we offer the pain a sense of release, we bless it with beauty. This is a sacred alchemy that comes only after grief. You must grieve your pain first, giving your heart the space it needs to bleed out all the messages that would diminish or limit you. Ignore the voice that suggests you should be over it by now, or tell you all grief looks the same, or say you deserve this pain. Only by embracing pain and then expressing it can you rise again to the surface. Although I said surface, and that's probably not an accident. Maybe it's a Freudian slip, right? So this is the dark night of the soul, right? You're processing the pain. But at some point, you have to realize that pain is only your past. Your future is possibility. There's such beautiful adventures awaiting, right? It's time to rise, fam. It's time to cut those energetic cords that may be keeping you, confused and go embrace the future. It's new. The energy is amazing. I was sitting in here at my desk Friday night and I was listening to music. I was singing along with the music because I can't not sing when there's music on. It's like, it just pops out. And I realized after midnight sometime that I got my voice back. And I was like, I feel better. And I don't know if it's the act of the singing or if it was the, fact that we moved into February and January was such a slog and such misery. But something happened. Something happened. Everything got lighter, right? I highly recommend singing. Singing in the shower, singing in the car. You know, doesn't matter if you sound good. Who cares? Edgar Casey, I think it was, said that if you understand music, you understand the universe. It's all vibration. It's all energy. I don't know who needed to hear that, but there it is. All right, Saggy fam. I'm going to leave the link for the, intention to cut your energy cords that no longer serve you in the description box below. I highly recommend you do it. It's very easy. All you have to do is decide you want to do it. I think the act of just clicking on the video and half-ass paying attention actually just does the job. So, and it's not going to take away anything that you don't need, that you need. It's not going to take away anything that you need, only the things that you do not need and the things that maybe are causing confusion. Okay? So I hope this helps. Saggy fam. Until next time. Love you, bye!